Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I want to give you a little piece of information that you might never have considered regarding Roe v. Wade. Did you know that the NARAL founder of NARAL, the founder of NARAL, Dr. Bernard Nathanson, admits they all lied to pass Roe v. Wade? And how did they lie? They deliberately suppressed what they knew was true. That a life begins at conception, and they did this to create a lucrative business for themselves, so they could all get filthy rich off the most vulnerable people in America. Babies. Babies are they have no voice, but they knew they were lives, and they didn't care. They killed them anyway, just so they could get rich. And he himself killed 75,000 babies. And so that's what we have here. And I don't care who you are, that's like the worst form of capitalism I can think of. The same people who hate capitalism and say there's so many evils of capitalism that take advantage of people and what have you, there's nothing worse than that. Yet they are the same people who hate capitalism are the first people to embrace Roe v. Wade. That tells me everyone's been fooled, everyone's been deceived, and you haven't gotten the information that you need to make a proper decision. Now, we all are deceived in life, and we're all fooled, and we're all used by evil people, and that's a big thing in life. So this is something that everyone should consider to reconsider when they think about Roe v. Wade. Take it from Dr. Bernard Nathanson. He killed 75,000 babies. He says it's the greatest mistake in American history, far greater than slavery then, right? And we know slavery was legal at one time, and we know Roe v. Wade has made abortion on demand legal. And then there's all this talk about the Hyde Amendment and paying for abortions and enforcing, Christian health centers to pay for abortion. Well, the real issue is it should never have come. It should never have been allowed to exist, and it needs to be reversed. Roe v. Wade needs to be reversed because it came to birth, if you will, through evil lies. And I hope the judges see that. If they can see this video, maybe they'll learn something about it. But you can just Google or YouTube search Dr. Bernard Nathanson. It's only a minute and 32-second video. There was another one that was up there that was about 2 minutes long, and it talked about the motive behind it was to get rich off of the weakest. The women are vulnerable, and they're at a weak point. The boyfriends may or may not be with them, and certainly the boyfriends, they're responsible too, obviously. And sometimes they have a say, and sometimes they don't have a say. And a lot of times they walk away. A lot of times their opinion is trumped by other influences, including, the woman's parents or whatever, or her decision. And that happens a lot. But the reality is Roe v. Wade never, ever, ever should have been allowed to. The information was contaminated, and they were fooled. The justices were fooled by bad information. They deliberately lied to Congress. That's what Dr. Bernard Nathanson said. They deliberately lied to the American people. So I say to you, Supreme Court, you've been lied to, and it's time to turn back the clock. And these people from NARAL, they have a big bark, and there's a lot of money being spent in supporting Planned Parenthood because of this, but it's all based on lies, and that's the truth that needs to be rectified. And justice. We've had 60 million babies die since then. They could have cured cancer. They could have, who knows what could they have done, right? But the biggest problem is still, going forth, we need to stem the tide. It's like having a 9/11 every day. 4,000 babies die every day. And, Madonna, she had 11 abortions according to her own brother by 1991, and she's out there yesterday going around talking how Jesus would support a woman's right to choose, right? But the choice, why aren't they consistent with choice in other areas? Like school vouchers or carrying a gun. They only care about choice. So it's not about choice. It's not about limiting a person's freedom. They only care choice about this one issue. On all other issues, they don't care about choice. In fact, they hate choice. So that's another lie. So I got to get this out there, a specific video targeting this issue, and I hope the justices will reconsider and do justice to the 60 million babies who have died so far, and going forth, who knows how many more million are going to die. So that's my message today. I hope you receive it. Have a great day.